Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Yeah. One up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Dallas Cowboys. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Down. 10-2, sir.
Defense wins championships, baby.
You draw quarter. Shoot.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
First down.
Go now. 30 base. Go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Fighting through pressure. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Brings up 3rd down.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Watch time. Tight end right. 3 down.
Step.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jerry Tillery drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Ready.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
General West.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
To throw on 2nd down. Cleveland. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A give to Cohen. He heads right. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Ready?
On the counter, Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Ready up.
Team, Mike, 18. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, team.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
18's the Mike. Watch the pass. Mike, 18.
Go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do.
And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to air one out. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
First down, Charger.
Hey, check my 50. Mike is a 50. Check my 50.
On first down, it's Cohen. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, high 7.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, pick your game up.
Go.
55.
Operating from the gun. Cleveland gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
from the gun. Cleveland. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Hey, Echo.
18, Mike, 18. I got one.
Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. He will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
50. All right, D, let's kill.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Whip. Watch the whip.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw. Cleveland. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Off the play fake. Cleveland. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st down, Chargers.
Ready. 60 or.
55.
Now.
You get blocked, man.
Now.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the draw, this is Cohen. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. The screen pass here to Cohen. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick, But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Five. Get it.
They'll set up a throw, and that's Elliott, complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Topper.
They're going to look to throw. That's complete to Cobb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2
Hey, Delta.
at the 50-yard line.
Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Hey, Charlie. Shoot.
He'll look to throw. That one complete to Elliott. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Let's go.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Man left. Alert. 3 down.
80 weapon. Down.
2nd and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Me and you all day.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So we have reached halftime, intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they...
And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his third touchdown now on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the two-point try.
218, chopper.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
18 Gator. Hey, Zoo.
To throw on third down, Cleveland. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
A little juke. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. They keep on the ground with Elliott. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard.
They're going to run the jet sweep. It's Cobb with it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Set, ready? 10-2 stop. Hey, box drop.
2nd and 13. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Back to throw. A dump off to Elliott. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been terrific so far. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And this is going to double their room to maneuver. Able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaws.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cohen. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Looking to throw. Cleveland. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Austin. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Go!
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. A big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jerry Tillery able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They run. This is Cohen, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Ready? 55.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Cleveland. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs lit.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
Don't get nervous.
2nd and long. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Pilot, 64. What's down?
The first down carry by Elliott. And an alley to run. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
50, play.
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
March 49. March 49.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Elliott a first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with time running out as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or...
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, That gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now they'll run it with Cohen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
They run it with Balaj. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber.
Check 24. Check 24.
Good.
Now Cohen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Cohen. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Here we go. 60 or. Topper.
Balaj. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.